Hello, Lake County Schools families. Thank you for joining us today. We have a very special guest to share some important information with you. Shannon Colavecchio is with us from Florida PrePaid. So Shannon, can you tell us, what do families need to know about this opportunity to save for their kids' education?
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here on behalf of Florida PrePaid. Hello to Lake County families. So we are actually in what we call our open enrollment window for Florida PrePaid. And I'll go ahead and sort of explain what that window means and how our prepaid plans work. And then also we have a really exciting incentive for families this year that we've never done before, actually, to help get you started on the road to college savings. So Florida PrePaid, we're the largest and the longest running prepaid program in the nation. We are a state program. And so it's also something that's exclusive to Florida families. So I like to say that it's a kind of hidden gem benefit of being a Floridian. And so what a prepaid plan allows you to do is to essentially make yourself immune to inflation when it comes to tuition. You know, nowadays, every time I go to the gas pump or I go to the grocery store, the prices on things keep rising. And that can be hard to do when you're trying to budget for your family and to plan. And so what a prepaid plan allows you to do is you're going to lock in your prices based on our current open enrollment window. So the prices this year start at $45 a month for a newborn for a one-year university plan. They go all the way up to about $182, depending on which plan you choose. But when you choose that plan in this window of time, you are locking yourself in to that price, but it's going to cover future tuition. So no matter how much tuition does actually go up between now and the time that your child actually does attend college, it doesn't matter to you because we are going to cover the difference if there is a gap. And our guarantee to you is that we're going to cover that tuition and also that you can never lose any of the money that you put in. The plans are built to be flexible. If you're a parent right now, depending on the child's age, you may not know what mood they're going to wake up in. You don't know what they're going to be interested in tomorrow. If you have a younger child, like today they like mac and cheese, tomorrow they hate it, right? We do not know. So we have built the plans to be flexible for that reason. The plans can be used inside the state of Florida, or they can be used outside at colleges and universities outside of Florida or at private institutions. They can also be used at technical and trade schools, which is a really big one nowadays. These are all, in-demand careers. I mean, certainly when I came out of college with my journalism degree, I was not making probably even half of what some of the students can make coming out of these career and technical programs. And so those are really, really great programs to be involved in. Whatever the value of your prepaid plan is, we would apply it to any of those scenarios that you actually end up going to as a student. An example would be if you have a four-year university plan, that's probably, a popular option that parents do. If the child ends up going to a four-year university that isn't in Florida, we would just send what we would have sent to, for example, University of Central Florida. We would send what we would have sent to UCF to wherever they actually end up attending. Now, if they're attending out of state, they may be paying a higher tuition because they're not a state resident. So you as a family might be responsible for that gap. But another scenario might be if you have a four-year university plan and they get a scholarship, then you don't have to cover all the tuition and you would get a refund of whatever you don't use in your prepaid plan. Or maybe they decide to go to a technical school. Well, that tuition is not nearly as expensive as a four-year university. So you would end up having money left over. So there's lots of different kind of scenarios, but it's all built around flexibility. If a child doesn't use it at all, you can transfer it to another child. Or you can get a full refund, or you could, use it for, save it later, use it for grad school. I mean, there's lots of different ways that we could do it. The way that this works is I encourage families to go to myfloridaprepaid.com. That's myfloridaprepaid.com. And we actually have a pricing calculator. The nice thing is you would put in the birth date of your child or children. And for each child, it will tell you based on their age, exactly how much each of our plans would cost you per month over a 5-year payment plan, or even as a lump sum. Most people choose the period of time where they have longer to pay for it. And it simply divides the cost out into those months. And so whatever that plan price is, it's never going to go up. And that's a nice thing for families to know too. You're locked into that price. You can budget for it. You can plan for it consistently. You do not, unlike gasoline or food, have to worry that the next time you get an invoice in the mail, right, that it's going to be higher. It's never going to be higher. So that's a really good option for families. And again, the flexibility means that even if you're not sure what their college journey will look like, you still are saving something. If you go to the pricing calculator and you find, we can't afford the four-year university but we can't afford the 2-year college. Well, we encourage families, save what you can, right? Because every dollar that you save is a dollar that the child does not have to borrow. And that student loan debt, can be pretty crippling for a student coming out of college. And so part of the goal of Florida Prepaid is to help students avoid that. The open enrollment window started February 1st. We go through April 30th. So if you're watching this, you have one more month to kind of explore these options, go to the website and look. And then finally, I will say that we have an incentive right now where for every year of college or university that a family purchases using a Florida prepaid plan, we at Florida Prepaid will provide $125 per year, up to 4 years. So that's $500, up to $500 into a Florida 529 savings plan. This is a second vehicle for saving that we have. It is an investment-based plan, so it will the idea is to grow it over time like you would in the stock market or whatever. Most people will choose an age-based scenario where it's, you don't have to be an investment expert to know how to do it. The nice thing about a 529 savings plan is that it can cover the other cost of college, right? Because we know that college also is tuition, yes, but it's also housing, it's books, it's technology. So that 529 savings plan is another way to save for other expenses. The nice thing about that also is that families can provide gifts into that account. So maybe your child has got plenty of Lego sets or whatever they have, and you can say, you know what, instead of giving a gift, could you contribute to their 529 savings plan as a gift? And so that's up to $500 that we're providing to families. It's really our way of saying, number one, consider all the options that you have for saving. And number two, we appreciate what you're doing for your child, and we want to be part of that college savings journey, and we want to help contribute to that. So lots of exciting things going on. If you have any questions, of course, you can put them in the comments of this video. You can reach out to us at Florida Prepaid, but we are very excited to just help families save, again, affordably, inflation proof, and in a way that is very secure and, again, is guaranteed and risk-free.
That is awesome, Shannon. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Just on a personal note, my daughter is 30 now, but we are a Florida Prepaid family. She attended UCF, and we were able to use the money that we saved through Florida Prepaid to cover her tuition expenses, and it was very, very helpful. So thank you for sharing this information with our family.
Thank you. And we love hearing those stories. And, I will tell you that I've never met a parent who did the program for their child and says, I wish I hadn't done that. In fact, they're so glad they did. Even if they say, some months it was a little bit of a sacrifice, I had to kind of not do other things, but in the long run, it is the gift of college is just, you are living proof of that because your daughter has seen that. And so we're also starting to see, because the program has been around long enough, that, generations are doing Florida Prepaid. So it could be that if and when you get a grandchild, right, your daughter might be like, well, I'm going to do it too because I had it. And then, you're doing it together. So it's a really neat legacy that we're building, and certainly we're proud of it. But, really, we've sent over almost 500,000 students have already attended college in Florida using prepaid plans. So it's pretty cool to see that and to just see the program grow. So thank you for letting us be here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for the information. And we hope that families will reach out and get more details as needed. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.